Good evening. This is CTV News for Thursday, June 28th. I'm Patricia Vallone.
And I'm Denise Douglas. Glad you could be with us tonight. We are beginning our newscast with breaking news. A shocking shooting incident in Annapolis. Multiple people were shot this afternoon at the Capital Gazette newspaper. It happened around 2:30 this afternoon in the 800 block of Bestgate Road. Officials are calling this an active shooter incident. They're combing the scene. Police are not confirming any fatalities at this time. Again, multiple people have been shot at the offices of the Capital Gazette newspaper, which is across the street from the Annapolis Mall. Turning to politics, after Tuesday's primary, many faces in Annapolis will be different. That includes a number of the Latino lawmakers who lost their races. In Prince George's County, Carlos Sanchez is out. He represented heavily populated Hispanic communities, including Adelphi, Langley Park, and Hyattsville. Maricé Morales, who had been in the House of Delegates since 2015, representing Gaithersburg, Wheaton, Olney, Rockville, and other areas in Montgomery County, has also lost her race. In addition to those changes, State Senator Victor Ramirez left to run for another office, and Delegate Annapolis Gutierrez did not run for re-election. So the big question right now is, how will all of this impact issues related to Latinos and their communities?
We know that two of them, at least, Senator Victor Ramirez and Annapolis Gutierrez were ready to go. But still, we lost a lot of Latinos in these elections, and we are very concerned. And we are going to work really hard to make sure that we bring back new leadership in Annapolis.
The next General Assembly session starts on January 9th. In a blow to organized labor, the Supreme Court has ruled that government workers who don't join a union can't be charged for the cost of collective bargaining. It was a 5-4 decision. Justice Samuel Alito wrote the majority opinion, saying the current arrangement violates the free speech for non-union members. However, in a statement, Maryland Attorney General Brian Frost says the ruling undermines critical protections for working families, adding that all public employees benefit when unions represent them in collective bargaining, and that the decision will diminish the ability of unions to improve the lives of their members.
And the July 4th holiday is right around the corner, so too is a whole lot of traffic as people look to get out of town. With that in mind, state highway officials are urging you to drive safely. As Byron Scott reports, many drivers are still not paying attention.
She just came out of nowhere and just slammed into the back of us, and it was just a horrible sound. You never want to hear that sound again.
Frank Burdinsky and his colleague Jeff Fuller were nearly killed at a highway work zone earlier this week.
It's scary. It's scary, because like I said, I expected the worst with that car. The way that car looked in my frontal view of it, approaching it, I expected the worst.
This is the truck involved in that accident on Monday. If you take a look back here, you can see where the car rammed into the back of the vehicle along this area here. Now, the accident happened on Monday, once again, on I-83 in Baltimore County.
Just as I look back, a car hit us going to 55 to 60 miles an hour.
Here is a photo of that car following that accident. Neither the driver nor Fuller or Burdinsky were injured.
We were out on 83 North near Belfast.
The workers were part of a state highway news conference today about highway safety heading into the July 4th holiday.
To help ease holiday traffic congestion, MDOT-SHA will suspend all planned interstate lane closures on July 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Normal work activity will occur still on Monday and Friday.
More than 1 million people are expected to hit the area roads this holiday, and to hammer the safety point home, SHA displayed another vehicle, this one hit by a tractor-trailer on I-270 last month. A state police cruiser was also hit. Again, miraculously, no one was injured.
Oh, yeah.
People have said how dangerous it is out there.
I mean, they'll whiz by, and that truck weighs 20,000 pounds, and it'll still rock it just from the wind and them going by, so it's pretty intense sometimes.
With some 400 ongoing highway projects statewide, this is one of the busiest ever construction seasons.
We'll do our best to continue to make you aware of where we are and guide you through our work zones. But we'd also like your help with slowing down, approaching cautiously, and we're all in it together, and we all want to go home at night.
In Hanover, Byron Scott, CTV News.
Well, hopefully you have your 4th of July plans set and ready. According to AAA Mid-Atlantic, more than 1 million people in the metro area are expected to hit the road this holiday season. Motorists should expect delays along the Capitol Beltway starting July 2nd, with the greatest amount of congestion toward the evening between 4 and 6.
The MARC system could miss an important safety deadline, according to the Federal Railroad Administration. The agency says that MARC must install a mandatory safety system, which is designed to prevent collisions and derailments by the end of the year. The Railroad Administration has sent a number of warning letters. However, in a statement, MARC officials say they are on track to have everything installed on schedule.
Well, after weeks of nonstop rain, you'll be happy to know that this weekend will be full of sunshine. However, be prepared for the extreme heat. Starting today, continuing into next week, high temperatures are forecast to reach the high 90s. We went to a construction site in Largo to see how workers plan to prepare for the steamy weather.
It's definitely hot. Stay hydrated. I usually drink a bottle in the morning on the way to work, a couple bottles here. Pace myself. I don't overwork. This comes with the territory. So I've had a lot of outside jobs. So, I just found out it was a wave coming through. I knew tomorrow was going to be in the low 90s, but this was told it was for a week. I said, plenty of water, dress lightly, short sleeves.
And make sure you grab those water bottles and wear light clothing to stay cool. Also, never leave a child, a pet, or anyone in a hot car. Changing gears now, Prince George's police may be a step closer to solving a vicious stabbing death that happened in May. Two 16-year-old twin brothers have been arrested in connection with a deadly stabbing in Silver Spring in May. Brian and Lennon Callejas are behind bars, charged with killing a 19-year-old Riverdale man. This man, 18-year-old Francisco Sosa, is still on the run. Anyone who may have information about the crime is asked to contact police.
And police need your help in locating a missing person. 48-year-old Oliver Belanthossi was last seen at the Embassy of Niger in Northwest D.C. He is 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighs about 250 pounds. Also, his last known address is in Capitol Heights. Officials ask that you contact them if you have any information about his whereabouts.